Welcome back, friends. It is very close to the finale of BigDenoPlays Aeon Trespass Odyssey 3, Cycle 3, the Pitiless of the Sun. Probably got this episode and then one to go for the grand finale. We will, well, maybe. We'll see how we go. We're going to dive straight in. We finished last episode with the Sun Descendant descending upon us. And we have marked off our evolution track on day 66. We are now at level 4, which for the Sun Descendant battle means we need to do 10 wounds, I think. Endure the sun. No, we need to survive 11 rounds. So if we survive 11 rounds, we're A-OK. And we, of course, still do subtract 1 wound, one round for each wound that we do. Nip over to the Argonauts. We're travelling okay here. We've got some pretty good gear. Probability Blade, Devolver, Phoenix Xiphos, and the Shade Shield. They're about top end, I think, of the equipment that you can run in this. A lot of good support items and support pieces as well. We're tracking with the Horse Skull Pauldron in 2 instances, and then Siren Cataphract in 2 instances. So, but I'm excited. We're gonna dive pretty much straight into it. I don't think we've got too much fate or danger to worry about. We don't, but we do have to, for Penelope, start her on 2 fate. This is all done, so I'll give this a quick shuffle. So we have Sun Move, which we know, Merciless Sun, which we know, which is this one, Unshaded Board, we know, Start a Primordial Round, Extinguish Possibilities, etc. All right, let's get into it. All right. Yeah. Possibility Matrix, yep. Okay, great. We do need to shuffle all these bad boys because I don't think I've shuffled them yet. Someone asked the other day on one of my Toy Soldier painting streams if I have birds in my house. I don't, but I live quite close to a park, just across the road from a park, and of an evening, the birds do tend to go absolutely mental for a few hours or so, usually right about the time that I'm going to be playing little Toy Soldier games. So we don't want you died horribly in there. All right. Let's kick off, friends, and hope for the best. Yeah. All right, so we start the start of the primordial round with an Extinguish Possibilities. So we will look at the top card of this. That is a Feigned Death, Chainbreak, gone. Boo. Gain 2 fate, that stays. Grave. Disemboweled stays on top. Don't love that. And You Died stays on top. No big deal. All right, so the possibility matrix, we'll use that very, very soon. Okay. Start of primordial round, done. Start of primordial round, perform Merciless Sun. Let's do this. Over here, Merciless Sun. Now, during the Merciless Sun, the first opportunity, we're going to use one of our possibility matrices to pop that disemboweled to the bottom of the deck, which is fun to be able to do that. My guy is going to fly over here, pew, and he's about to do some punishing stuff. Are we happy with everyone taking this attack? 3 on a 10, not really. Sun Move and attack. Solon's probably okay. the returner, the pursuer ultimatum. Yeah, all right. So we're going to spend the chronosphere warning system to choose a Titan to move 3 spaces. Actually, we won't do that. We'll use the pursuer ultimatum on the returner at the cost of a fate. She'll move 3 to there. And then the Earthshaker, he's going to spend the Sun Guard fate to move to there. And that's about it. Not much else I can do, I don't think. I know what we might do is Solon will also use his Sun Guard. And he will move to here, 1, 2, like so, to at least just only take 1 hit. All right, good. So Solon's going to get hit with this Merciless Sun attack. It's 3 on a 10. So that's nothing, but we can re-roll 1. So no blocks, so we are taking 9 danger and 3 fate. 1, 2, 3. The 9 danger we will reduce by 2, so we're down to 7. And fortunately we're not disemboweled at this point. And we will draw a grave trauma. See the pattern. Look at the top AI and BP cards. You may put them on the top or bottom. Let's have a look at the BP card first. Swordwing, fail, perform signature against the attacker. I think we'll put that on the bottom. And this one, sunlight laser, lowest danger in front. It's a triple laser attack. So the lowest danger in front is going to, I can make that Penelope, so we can make nobody get damaged. So that'd be all right. Yep. Okay, so we'll leave that on top. That's the end of Merciless Sun. Glaciate the time anchor of the Titan with the lowest fate. So that will be Fisher. So she is blue. So we're going to glaciate blue over here. And then rewind the Titan with the highest fate, which is Solon. So he's rewound to there. Cool, so that's the end of the Merciless Sun. So we'll now move over to the first AI card. We know what it is because we literally just looked at it. It is the lowest danger in front. Now, we have 2 possible options here, or 3 actually, Fisher, Penelope, and Otis 0. If we assume that it is Penelope, or Ulyssia rather, Fisher, she can spend 2 fate to use her Delphian Dreamwalker reflex to move to here. Yeah. Okay. So he'll move to here. Try and target her. He misses her. He hits this instead, which means that there's no after effects. And that is the end of that. It is a triple laser attack though, so fine. And we then go to end of primordial round where we do the Sun's Will. So the lowest danger in front. So I wonder if we can change that now at this point and make that the returner. We probably can, because neither of them are priority target. Move lateral and attack. Yeah, let's do that. All right, good work, team. Rewind, nothing, done. Sun's will. Finished. First round. We survived, sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't get in range at all, which is really annoying. But we do have motivate on the returner, so we'll do that. Yeah, good. Okay, so the returner is going to be our first port of call over here. So she is going to not move. She is in, it's range 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3, that's a shame. So she's going to move. She'll move to there. What is he to hit? He's a 10. Oh, man. I really wanted to be in range with my Devolver. 9, 8. So she's hitting on 8s. Solon is not our best option. Start your turn, re-establish a time anchor. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. So I think we just got to try and hard roll an 8 maybe. But if we, yep, I don't think I've got any other choice other than hard rolling an 8 here. So rage, we have to commit. Spend a fate to re-roll. 9. Come on. Leighton knew it. Come on. Okay, what are we hitting? Oh, that's harder. That's terrible. Thought 7 was going to be hard. Was going to be the best. Anyway, 2 reds, 2 blacks from the Devolver, plus an additional red from the returner. There's no tokens in the pool. Our likelihood of doing this is minimal, but we do get to do the motivate, which is what we wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We come up short. Okay, so she gained 1 fate, and that doesn't have an automatic damage. No, transform, no. Okay, so break 3. 1, 2, 3. And motivate 1. And then she is now time clocked. So that's done. Time clocked. Yep. All right. So we've done our motivate. We've done everything. She's done. We can now go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This idiot can go. Make an attack. Has to commit. Seven is a hit. Do we want to do any time anchor things? No. 6. A wound is going to be to gain the muffled condition card. We wound. Gain the muffled condition card. 1 wound. Muffled. Okay. So he does not have motivate. But on level 1, so he has 2 hope, 2 opening. 2 hope, 2 opening, Reposition 2. 1, 2. There's not a lot of safety anywhere near us here. Yup, and he doesn't have motivate, so I think that's it. Maybe we should have spiraled. Done. Ulysses, start of her turn, she re-establishes the time anchor that was glaciated. 1, 2, 3. I don't think we can do anything about her, so we just probably use her to drag him away a little bit. Yep. So Solon will go. I need to escalate the thing. Hard battle, this one. He just cranks out so many attacks. You can hide from them, but yep, Solon, he'll move to there. He'll make an attack. He is going to use the Shade Shield, so he's hitting on +1, +2, +3, so he's hitting on a 7. That's a 7. That's good. Good. Wow, he's got a lot of stuff happening there. Oh, wound is create a vantage point. I'd really like to create a wound here, but I feel like it's unlikely. Let's see, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. Don't think we've got any power re-rolls. We do have power re-roll on Trireme Ballista Fire. Gain a fate and gain the muffled condition card. Yes, don't love anything about this. Oh, actually, we do have one automatic power. Let me count this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need an 8. So I don't think we can get to 8 even if we re-roll stuff. Yep, alright. Well, that's a real shame. But we'll add some tokens to the pool. The sword, or the shield, is 2 opening, 2 hope. And at level 1 we'll give him a break. And then he also adds another opening from Commander Electrion. Yeah, I think that'll do us. We've got another motivate, so we'll motivate him across 1. That's it. He's about to get pounded again, isn't he? 1 wound. We're on to round 2. Need to survive 11. It's looking, unfortunately, not very good. Alright, it's bad times. I guess we'll be moving over to this buffhead's turn. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do at this moment, because I feel like Solon is literally about to die from just existing, which is actually okay, and the reason I brought him is so that he could die, but I'd prefer not to lose the Earthshaker. Anyway, it is what it is. We start by doing an Extinguish of Possibilities. That's another positive one, Glimpsing Weak Spot. We know that one's bad. At Death's Door, yuck. And the oval hasn't changed. So we swing over to this view. This guy's going to teleport himself to here. We're going to use the chronosphere warning system for the Earthshaker to move to here. So he's going to be safe at the houses. Solon is going to be the only one who suffers the hits. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. 3 on a 10. Oh my god. That's outstanding. What are the odds of 3 10s? That is awesome. Cipher kill, three ones on 3d6 is one in 18, is it? 18 possibility? Anyway, no, it's more than that. It's 1 in 256. I mean, that is outstanding. 3 10s. Guess what? Nothing. No after final attack. Yeah. Glaciate the time marker of the Titan with the lowest fate. So that's Otis 0, glaciated there. And rewind the Titan with the highest fate, which is Fisher. And she rewinds herself to here. That was awesome. I appreciate everything about that. Cool, so now we do his thingy. Descent, the priority target in front. So there is no priority target because it is actually the returner when she made an attack. And then we did not remove it because we didn't go higher than her. So then highest fate in front becomes Fisher. So she does have her reflex back on track. So maybe... Oh, he's moving and attacking. Crazy. Okay. So he's just going to run like this. Whee! Going to land here. He's going to knock this guy over here. What's his... Oh, 10. Jeepers. Going to hit that and stop. Going to smash both of these. This is outstanding. Come into the middle to play and dance. Knockdown on the Earthshaker is not great, but we do have Inspire on the Shade Shield, so hopefully we can make that happen. Okay, so move and attack. Gain 1 fate. Each hit deals 2 danger. 1, 2, 3. Dodging on 9s. That's nothing. We have any rerolls here? We do. We have 1, 2 rerolls. Nope. So that's 6 danger, which is reduced to 5. Knockdown and knockback 10. Let's see what we're drawing for 5. It's a minor trauma. And we know that it is nothing. It is Battle Cry. Another Titan may move up to 2 spaces or stand up. Will stand up the Earthshaker. Good. Then knockdown and knockback 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockdown. It's amazing. After final attack, Giant Glaciate But we don't do that because our fate is higher than 5. End of the primordial round, we do the signature. Lowest danger in front. That is Otis 0. No? Oh, lowest danger in front is actually Penelope. No one else is in front. Damn. Not Penelope, I mean Fisher. She is at 6 fate now, so she is going to use her glaciate. Moves across one space, and we'll just glaciate in front of there. So he then shoots, kills both of these, does nothing else. Turn over. Oh, she can't use that when she's knocked down, can she? Oh well. I guess that is not happening. So take a fate back. And 3 on an 11. Ugh. Nothing. She has 2 rerolls. Nothing. Each hit deals 3 danger. We have nothing to burn. Oh, we do have the glacial fabric. That's annoying. So 9 danger. Down to 7. Straight up into an oval draw for Ulysses. I think that's bad. Roll it on 10, you awaken. We have a second chance, so we don't awaken, but we will use our second chance from that fate safe. Gain a rage. That's the end of his turn. After attack, rewind. Thanks, mate. Appreciate you. All right, finally, it's back to our turn, and he's primed to get the shit kicked out of him. Okay, so the Earthshaker is no longer knocked down. The Returner is time clocked, but we can use Solon's Timekeeper's Child to allow another Titan to arrive from time clocked. So that's what we'll do. So we'll go over here. Solon's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'll just go there. So he's adjacent. He's going to spend Timekeeper's Child to now allow another Titan to arrive from time clocked. He can do that because he is over 3 danger. So the Returner arrives from time clocked here. And so she's arrived from time clocked. Do you have any benefits from when she arrives from time clocked? No. Then he's going to swing with the Shade Shield, which allows us to inspire someone and motivate someone. So that is an 8. That is a hit. Gain a rage. Swordwing. Damn. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 1 automatic power from the Shade Shield. We have 2 hope, 1 break token in the pool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good roll. Create a vantage point from that wound. He'll use his fate safe, I guess, to reduce his fate by 1. Okay, vantage point created. Wound done. So we're now at a total of 4. We need to get to 11. So we build the pool. So we're going to go 2 breaks, 2 openings, an opening from Commander Electron, fight Inspire stands up Ulyssia, so she is stood up. And that is it. Cool. He has reposition 1. So he'll reposition 1 to there. Oh, he's got laser resistance 1. Got to remember that. Probably reduces the damage that he took in the first turn. Okay, so he's done. So now do we move over to the returner? Yeah, I think we'll go to Penelope. How you got 2 rage, Fisher? Haven't made any attacks yet? You should not have 2 rage. You should. You should. You should have 1. So you're about to go to 2. Oh no, she survived a noble draw. Okay, so yeah, we'll do the Devolver on Penelope. So she's going to gain a rage. She has to commit to use the weapon. It's an 8. It's a hit. An instinct. All Titans in zone 1 gain 1 danger. If adjacent time clocked, well, it won't be adjacent in a second. So shooting. So 3 reds, 2 blacks. The danger is not higher than 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. It's not a critical, so we don't deal an additional single wound. The Devolver puts 3 breaks in the pool. Motivate. Okay, so I need to do this. That sucks. And we need to do this. So 1, 2, there's no hope. There is a reposition 2. There is motivate black and leave one of those in. So put a black in there. Cool. So not in zone 1, not in zone 1, not in zone 1. So, and then if adjacent time clock, no, fine. Let's do the Earth Shaker next. So he's there. At the start of his turn, he has to draw a major trauma. We know what it is. So it's gain 2 fate. He loses a fate for drawing the major trauma from Muffled. And he's then going to move, and he's going to use Icarus's Lot to scale for free. And then he's going to swing with the Probability Blade. So, oh look, he rolls a 9. We'll spiral into a 6. So it's 8. A wound is performed signature against the attacker. Ooh. And laser attack, steal -2 danger. How good would that be for a critical? 1, 2 whites and a red on him. At That's a wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus a black for this one. Hey, easily. Alright, so that's a level 2, so we're putting a level 3 in now. And we are at 6. So 4 wounds. So he's going to perform signature against the attacker, which is this one. So we will use over here, because it's a thing, we'll use the Delphian Dreamwalker on Ulyssia. To dodge out of the way of the laser. So it's just Odysseus, 3 on 11, blocks 1, go champion. So that's 6 danger, which goes down to 5, 4. And that is a major trauma draw. Lose a danger and stand up. You may perform a bonus attack. Bonus attack! We will not be burning anything. Bonus attack! Alright, well let's build the pool then. We've got a break and an opening from level 2 on the Earthshaker. And then the probability blade has 2 hope and 2 opening. And we have nothing else, I don't think. Reposition 2, commit. No, great. That's great. Bonus attack. Earthshaker, bonus attack. It's a 4, we'll spiral. It's a 2, it's still a hit. We're plus bajillion paradoxes. And it is 8. Rewind, time clocked. 1, 2, 3, 8's tricky. We are on a vantage point though, so we have 1 freebie to start off with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the freebie. We got there. Create a vantage point, rewind, and time clocked. Put. Cool. That's exciting. Put in another 3. Okay, so we've done 5 wounds. We build the pool. The pool's exactly the same as what it just was. He's time clocked. So he's done. So she's done. He's done. He's done. It's just her. So we're going to place a fire token in the pool using Disgraceful Parent. We're going to move to there. We'll use our Fate Safer to lose a Fate. And then we will an attack. So she'll gain a rage, make an attack. She is plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's hitting on 3s. Okay. Critical. Oh, you may perform a bonus attack. Man, that's very annoying. Alright, well, we'll definitely make this one. Oh, this is two dice to hit. 2 hits. 2 whites. And a a red. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horsehead, wounded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds, 2 turns. So if we can get through this next turn, then we need to do 3 wounds. Bonus attack. What's in the pool? Let's have a look. There's 2 openings. There's 2 fire. There's a break. The only weapon we can use is the spiral shield, unfortunately. Yeah, alright, we'll use the spiral shield. Make a bonus attack. See what happens. 9's a hit, 7's a hit, 4 is not a hit. Reroll the 1 and the 4 maybe? +1, +2, +3, +4. Yeah. Only 3 hits. So that's 4 reds. This feels unlikely. 9 can't even do it with 4 reds. All Titans in Zone 1 gain 1 danger if adjacent time clocked. Your weapon has the spear trait. No, it's a shield. Damn. There's no hope tokens in the pool, so we can't do it at all. We're not climbed up. So, yep. So she's actually going to gain a danger, which is going to trigger an obel draw, which sucks. Gain a rage. And she is now time clocked. So she is out of there. Oh well. So we will put into the pool 1 less fire. She's on 1, 2, 3, so she'll put 2 breaks. Two openings and a fire. That's it. And a rouse token because of this siren mask. I just realised I think I used that. Okay, that's the end of the Titan round. So we move over here. We extinguish possibilities. Battle cry goes away. Paradox gain stays on top. Death's Door stays on top. We want to remove that. It's not dying, so no, we can keep that on there. Merciless Sun. This buffet is going to move to here. And going to hit everyone that's in an unshaded board position. So the returner spend a fate to move to here using the Pursuer Ultimatum. And I don't think he can do anything. I've got to remember he's got his Shade Shield, so let's have a look at the Laser Resistance 1. Last time this guy got hit, I rolled 3 10s. What an outstanding turn of events. This time I roll no 10s, but I do have a reroll. A 9, damn. I'm just going to read Laser Resistance because I forgot that I had that. Each laser attack deals X danger less to you. Alright, on the first turn, he would have suffered 3 less. So he's now taking 6 danger and 3 fate. 3. And that 6 danger is reduced to 9. So grave trauma, death's door. We know it's death's door. Are we okay with that? Can't do anything about a bonus attack at this point. So yes, we'll take death's door. Suffer death 1. And then glaciate the time anchor of the Titan with the lowest fate, Odysseus. So nothing happens there because it would be placed on the primordial. And then rewind the Titan with the highest fate. I assume it's fish. I wonder if it's just the ones that are on the board. What does time clock say? Yeah, we'll assume it's him. AI card is Sun Laser, the lowest danger in front, which is either Heraclides or Penelope. It is Penelope. So you're going to move a lateral and attack. I love this. I love this. Boom, boom, boom. Then we glaciate D12, J14 and H16. D12, H14. And or J14 and H16. That's it. And then end of primordial round. Do laser signature. Lowest danger in front is still Penelope. I think we probably are okay at this point. So I could move her, so she suffers no damage, but I think we're just going to take it. 1, 2, 3 on 11. 1, 2, 3. She's got nothing that's flammable. Yep. She's got no re-rolls. So yep, so she's going to take 9. Reduced down to 8. Because this could be a bonus attack, grave trauma draw. Push the limit. See, that's good times from me. Good times. You may immediately move up to 4 spaces and perform a bonus attack. So I'm actually not going to move. I'm going to stay right where I am with the Devolver. Because it's a bonus attack, you can unexhaust the cumbersome weapon. Bang. We will shoot with the Devolver. I forgot before that I had a thing on it. We will crit. That seems fine. I don't think we can actually wound this though, unless it says combined attack. 18. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. That's okay, because we ignore the fail reaction because it is an attack action. So the Devolver stays that. We gain that. We survived the thingy. So we put 3 brakes in the pool, 1, 2, 3. We have a motivate, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have another motivate, 1, 2. And then we also have another motivate, 1. That's good. And so 3 brakes and then 1 black token, 1, 2 openings, and that's another break. Wonderful. Sanctified effigy. How the fuck are you supposed to damage that? So that is where we end the primordial round. So it is the start of the Titan turn. So we've had 3 full rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 9. We need to do 2 wounds. And we are done. So we can arrive from time clocked with the Earth Shaker. There is plenty of break tokens in the pool, so he is probably our most likely to do a wound. Ulyssia. We can only arrive 1 of them from time clocked. Solon could sacrifice all of his movement to make another one arrive. So the Devolver is probably our best option right now. So she will stand still. She will have a shot with the Devolver. So she gains a rage, has to commit. She'll roll an extra dice. So she hits 10. Oh, look at this. This is perfect. Two blacks, 3 reds. We have a black token, and we have an automatic power in the pool. So I think we've made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Black. Perfect. So that's the first of the 2 wounds we needed. Instinct, all Titans in zone 2, nobody. If adjacent time clocked, none. So unfortunately that puts us on a BP3 now. So that is a real problem. Don't know what to do about that. All right, so yeah, I got it. So again, we get to do all the motivating there. Okay, so we absolutely have to succeed at a climb check here. What was our motivate? Got 5 motivated. 1, 2. All that. 2, 3, 4, 5 motivate. All comes down to this. No, it doesn't. I just remembered something that I've had up my sleeve this whole fight that I haven't used. So we're okay. Who's our best bet then? Heraclides, no. Otis, 4. Yep. All right, so Solon will go. He's going to use Timekeeper's Child. Well, he's going to unexhaust all of his cards. He's not going to move. He'll attempt to climb onto the level 1. He fails, but he'll spend a fate to re-roll. He succeeds at the climb check. So he's on level 1. He will then make an attack with the Shade Shield. Sorry, he went to 2 because we're on 2. We need to be on 2. Yep, and then Shade Shield attack. And fate to re-roll because that's not quite enough. 7 is enough. So, oh, you may not initiate a thing. Oh no. That's bad all round. Can we get there whatsoever? 1, 2, 3. I don't think we are any chance. No. So we have to do an oval draw. See if we awaken. We don't. Oh, do we have any benefits from awakening? We don't have an awakening there. So that's it. Oh, we did, of course, allow the Earthshaker to arrive from time clock before we did anything stupid like attacking and dying. Do I have any ability to cycle that deck? Oh, he's got second chance, actually. You should try and use his second chance. Okay, he survives. Barely. Which means we do have to draw a Moiros card. Fated to die, spawn the adversary. If it is already on the map, move it twice. I think it is already on the map. It is 1, 2. Okay, so that's done. So we build the pool. So we have 2 hope, 2 opening, 4 break maybe. 3 break, 2 hope, 1 opening, 1 opening. Okay. We just got to do 1 wound. We just got to do 1 wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 wounds. I just need to do 1. But is it a 3 on top? I don't think the Earthshaker can do that. Probability Blade. Clutch. Alright. We're motivate. Yeah, okay. It's his turn. He'll sacrifice all of his stuff, his movement to unexhaust his items. And at this point, we can climb onto the rock on a 4+ check, which goes down to a 3. And of course we roll a 2. So we succeed at the rock climb. And then we will gain a free action to move on to the VP1. And then you can move from one VP to another with a move. All right, well, I don't need to use that then. Don't need to use that. So I will actually just move to VP2. Have a swing, I guess. It hits, I'll spiral. It doesn't really, I guess for a crit maybe. Okay, we're on the second level. So if this one says initiate a combined attack, we will be okay. Come on, man. Give me something. Create a vantage point, perform signature against the attacker. Okay, well, I don't think we can get there with 17. Even if we maxed out every dice on this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. We got 2 free power rerolls, so we might as well power reroll those. No, so we don't come close. So create a vantage point, so there's now our VP3. Perform a signature against the attacker. So we'll do that in a second. So if you have a look, yeah, so because it's a thingy, so we're going to use her. She's going to move to there with the chronosphere warning system. That was atemporal, so we have to do a minor trauma draw, which is gain a rage. That's nice, actually. Is that a Kartos Whisper? Beautiful. And then we have to perform a signature against the attacker. So signature against the attacker, doesn't move anywhere. 3 on an 11. Fails, no, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3. We're going to draw an oval. Unfortunately, cocked. 9, you live. All right, we're fine now. So that's the signature against the attacker. That's the end of his turn. We're going to use time skip, which is this that I've had sitting in the bank the whole time, to allow him to make another attack. So we'll build the pool, 2 opening, break opening, break opening. And then he's also get to put a diversion in there so we can ignore fail reactions. Yeah, cool. So we'll make an attack with the probability blade. We go to rage 7. We roll a 4. I'm not going to risk missing it. It's a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because I'm on a vantage point. We do it. We survive. Solon died, but he was just a basic chump. So it wasn't actually that Solon. It was a different one. Just a Delphian Dreamwalker. Dead. That was a wild battle. Lots of resources. All right, Ambrosia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Ambrosia. 1, 2, 3, 4 skulls. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 writhing tentacles. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds. Do we get anything for that? All right, 3 Argo Fate. 1, 2, 3. Endure the Sun. Least likely Argonaut gains a Nemos node, which is definitely you, so it'll give you a fall from Eden. And 7, 3 Sunburned Skulls, and 8. Oh, Atlantean Oscillator. 4 Sunburned Skulls. And 2 specific Harpy or Oracle resources. We'll go those 2. Great. So, I don't even remember what triggered that. Was that us finding the second piece of the chariot? I think it was. I'm going to read. So yeah, I think we now read the next story card, which is called Trespassing, which looks like this. It's mad. So we have to procure parts for the Argo. We perform a Divine Surge, and we add the Trespass event to the timeline X days from now. So the X days from now depends on how far progressed you are. We are going to have here. Done. And we will now force the loop effect. So you may notice that I'm standing here in the map, and it wasn't at the end of the last episode. We have to force the loop effect, so because we were about to loop end. So in the advancement phase, we forced the loop effect, which teleported us to there before we went to the story phase. So the loop effect, we've now reset the loop end to be here. We're just going to use 2 frozen time to extend that out past the trespass event, so we don't have to worry about looping anymore. And I don't think there was any other story stuff I had to do for that. Okay, wild event, wild fight. So we're into the final story card now. Looks like we aren't going to lose to Doom, which I did think was a very strong possibility for a very long time. Basically, it's this last story card is just drive around and survive until this happens. So if we look at the map, we're here, we're adjacent to this dude. We're going to go nip around and teleport into the past. I did say last time that we weren't going to face off against the burden anymore. So for our next exploration phase, we move to here. We trigger that. We would trigger a burden fight. I'm just going to concede 4 Dreamwalkers and say they're all dead, because I'm ready to face the final battle. Done. Great work, team. Burden defeated. We lose 3 Argo Fate. We add a Dream of Pharos to the timeline 2 days from now. All good, thank you. I can't believe our loop length's 4. That's been so punishing. We have a combat research. We have some exploration cards to draw. We're going to remove the adversary. There is no It's our last visited city, so we don't have to do anything there. 5 Siren Shell, 2 Hyperborean Alloy, we will make a combat technology. It will be Hypertime Oracle Live Study. Boom. We're going to get to Sun Descendant Live Study. We are, yes, cool. That's that day done. We'll move down to here. We'll shuffle these bad boys. Forgotten Temple of Iapetus. Nubian Traders. Hyperborean Alloys. Oh, we are at war here. That's a shame. So we lose a hull. 3 Hyperborean Alloy. And 2 Siren Shell. 1, 2. 9 Paradox is fun. We'll move along to here. We'll mark this. We'll add our Warkeeper back into the mix. Which is fun. Daedalus Architecture. We are at war, so we lose a hull. Three Daedalus Macula. 1, 2, 3. 3 Hyperborean Alloy. 1, 2, 3. That's done. So we have one more. We're going to use this time wound to teleport through to 58. Boo. I've just done a whole lot of stuff and I'm not sure if I recorded it. That's very annoying. I moved to here. I moved through. I did some explorations. I'm now building gear and I'm just realizing that it wasn't recording for some of that. Very annoying. Anyway, I shan't be going back. I have how do I make Icarus's fall? Or where do I get Icarus's fall from, rather? I have Icarus's lot. Now I'm perplexed. Do I need to get it from a crit or something? Ah. Icarus's fall. Secret deck 8, card 89. Well, that seems unlikely to get that. Oh my god, it's awesome. Can't make it. Damn. Alright, what can I make then? Black Ice Sword. I've made an Extinction Cestus, which is a pretty good weapon. It's actually basically as good as the Phoenix Xiphos. Black Ice Sword. Wow, it's pretty good too, actually. Probability, it's better than the Probability Blade. Clutch, Spiral 1, Black, Cumbersome Commit. Can I make Sunreach? Why can't I make Sunreach? I need Eyes Clusters. Alright. What about Time's Arrow? Where do I make that from? Hypertime Oracle Live Study. Can I make you? Can. I'll make you. That's fun. Alright, I don't think we're going to make too much more at this point. The Black Ice Sword is basically the same as the Probability Blade. Sort of. So yeah, we're just going to stick with what we've got and hope we can get it done. Don't know what happened with the recording. I'm sure I clicked start recording, but... So we have a trespass event. We spend another frozen time. And that is... During the story step of that day, see 135. A single snarled thread can irrevocably alter the weave. The monstrous, unnaturally elongated shape strides through the water, the churning waves barely reaching a fraction of the way up its long, slender legs. Massive wings expand from its back, gauzy, surprisingly delicate, seemingly too frail to hold the creature aloft. As it flaps those immense wings, the gusts summoned up are impressively powerful and carry with them a blackish powder that poisons all things. The immense figure tilts its grotesquely small head, the narrow beak turning this way and that, black eyes gazing about, scanning the waves. The thrill of imminent death has the Hermesian pursuer shivering from anticipation. The blackened skies overhead howl as torrents of icy rain pummel the sea, wild gusts tossing the spray over the breakers hither and yon. A crack of lightning flares far above, casting its light towards the horizon. As the flicker of brilliance fades, it highlights a dark shape cutting through the waves some distance ahead. The shadowed outline of a ship fleeing Kefalonia. A terrible ear-rending shriek rips its way free from the pursuer's throat, a cry that threatens to tear the sky asunder. Then, with an odd, loping gait, the primordial speeds up, closing in on the helpless Argo. Its eyes survey the outline of the vast vessel, picking up details even in the gloom of the storm. It sees the sweeping bow, the sleek flanks, the proud stern. Its inhuman gaze hovers over the lower part of the stern of the ship where the massive engines churn the waters. Then its gaze shifts, moving towards the Acropolis deck, the many tholoi lurking there. Among them, one larger than the others, a control centre of some sort, a mausoleum. Knowledge flares in the massive beast skull, and a decision is made. The greater threat lurks there, not in the engines. That will be where it strikes first. Awaken, dreamer, there is need. The voice summons you forth from your blackness, consciousness rapidly rising like a desperate swimmer clawing over the surface of a deep, dark lake. You awaken, a searing gasp clogging your throat as you sit up, rising from the strange metallic sarcophagus. You gulp in several deep breaths of air, looking about as you see three other figures rising from similar sarcophagi. You have no time to think any further, though, as the old man who roused you from your slumber is scurrying to help you to your feet. The pursuer comes, he declares. We are the flame it seeks to extinguish. You must stop this. Follow me, Argonauts. It's time to dive into the pool and to dream the dream of... He does not get to finish the sentence, as a terrible shrieking of tearing metal and the rumble of splintering stone fills the air, and all is thrown into chaos as a gargantuan needle-like limb of an immense creature tears the room asunder. See 137. You sit around a table in the bridge Tholos, numb, shaken, bruised, but alive. You have to be thankful for the small mercies. As you think about this, your eyes drift to the spot next to you, the notable absence of your fourth compatriot, impossible to dismiss. You can still see their lifeless body, cut in half by the needle-like limb of the pursuer as it tore into the mausoleum, rending iron and stone like so much wet parchment. The party leader dies. Do not see the rude awakening event, as there is no mausoleum to awaken from. Spectate and serve with guidance and hope it will turn out for the best. Unlucky, Otis. You fought the beast off, bonding with Titans to face it head to head and just barely managing to drive it back long enough for the ship to escape. But the absence of your comrade was noticeable, and your wounds are severe. The ship's physician, a man by the name of Aeon, came running up from treating injured crew members down in the engine bay and now works to tend the wounds of the old priest, critically injured but alive. As the old man winces through the pain, he glances back out of the Tholos towards the wreckage that was once the mausoleum. Hold still! You'll never heal if I can't set this properly. There's no time. We need to look through the wreckage to see if any of the Argonauts entombed there are still. Alcibiades and his shipbreakers have been searching all night. They're all gone. The mausoleum is no more, old friend. Then, without the mausoleum, the old priest's eyes shift to the three of you, a grim set to his lips. We have no way of awakening new Argonauts to aid us. See 138. The pattern continues to unravel. The city of Knossos is in turmoil, its streets and alleyways quivering at the very earth beneath it writhes, labyrinthine fissures opening underfoot as entire neighbourhoods are swallowed whole. Screams rise from the city of the bull as countless terrified victims are themselves engulfed by cataclysm. Your titans race up the sloped boulevards, narrowly avoiding a sinkhole that opens before you, a massive tentacled appendage rising from deep within the earth to wrap itself around a nearby column, straining as it hauls a much larger mass up from the depths. Temenos awakens, rising from its earthly prison with an unstoppable wrath. You pause to orient yourself, looking about cautiously. Unless you stop the primordial, the city will soon be nothing but rubble and maze geometry. But there are only three of you, and this beast is large, far greater than any of you have faced before. The worship of the labyrinthian sect has bloated its power, and the maze is spread far beneath the island. How can you hope to stop such a monstrosity? You hesitate. A shrill cry reaches through the helms of your titans. A cluster of civilians trapped by a mass of debris, the walls around them splintering as the buildings threaten to crush them. They will not escape without aid, but can you truly afford to be distracted from the greater threat? You are the Argonauts. Help them. Or... yeah, we'll help them. We're good blokes. Gain a crew. Woohoo! However, that poor Titan is also died. That poor dude dies. The Argonaut with the most Mnemos nodes dies along with their Titan. Alright. Another Titan dead. No, not fated events. Titan dead. Another Argonaut dead. There is no mausoleum to awaken from. Spectate and serve with guidance. The worst is yet to come. It's so annoying. Everyone dies. The lingering strands grow taut. The air sits thick and heavy over the war camp. Smog chokes the skies of Laconia, while the very soil itself swiftly turns into a slurry of ambrosia-soaked mud, tainted with the blood of a lost and painful conflict, a long and painful conflict. The camp itself is a sorry sight, a handful of ragged tents and a collection of hollow-eyed fighters drained of their resolve. The war has taken its toll. The Cyclonus has razed the rebel strongholds, while dozens of Chimera roam the land, consuming any and all towns in their path. The Cyclops are all but extinct, while the Simici, seeing the devastation, has cut their losses and run, as if there was any place on the Great Sea they could hide from the Nietzschean. And yet the people fight on, inspired by the ceaseless resolve of the crew of the Argo, led by their two legendary Argonauts. They have now won a number of key victories, and now in the heart of the Nietzschean's empire, the Temple of Man lies within reach. an end to the war and the start of the new era for Laconia. The leaders of the resistance gather around the table, making plans for their final assault when a messenger approaches. Most surprising news, the high priest of the cult of the man, along with the Nietzsche's core leadership, wants to defect. They have seen the horrors of his rule and will not stand for it anymore. Numerous voices speak up amongst the resistance council. Some favour accepting the boon of these additional allies. In the end, it falls to the Argonauts to speak up, their vote the deciding factor. Once this is done, they will need to face the Nietzschean and his monstrous counterpart on the field of battle. Exile the former imperial leadership, lose a hull. See 143. The Argonaut who chose to face the monster dies. Lose 2. Paradox. Unfortunately, we are down to 1 brave Argonaut, and it is Heraclides who gains a rage. See 144. The grand design is no more, tatters to the icy wind. The Argo shudders underfoot, its massive iron frame barely holding together. Scorch marks mar its flanks, a dozen deep gashes in the hull through which smoke and steam pour freely. The Acropolis deck is choked with ice, thick glaciers consuming almost every structure, and still, the iron ship presses onwards, persevering in spite of the countless challenges it has faced. Now in the midst of the Delphian waste, it faces its most taxing challenge yet. Ahead, the twisting debris of the twilight epoch looms overhead. Icebergs and mountains float upon thin air, cast upward by the warped reality of the Delphian landscape. Rocks the size of palaces tumble and twist dangerously through the skies, while at the heart of the chaos, a brilliant, blinding light burns with unbridled fury, the incandescence of Icarus perfected. 2 figures stand atop the prow of the mighty city ship, facing forward with grim determination. The last Argonaut faces the light at the heart of the chaos, their eyes narrowing as they keep their gaze fixed on it. At their side, the physician Lycaon paces restlessly. Are you certain about this? We can't afford to lose you. You're all we have left. Alcibiades, Agrippa, the other Argonauts. Everyone we set off with from Kephallonia has gone. We need you to guide us. My task is to protect the Argo with my life if necessary. The towering warrior does not avert their gaze from the goal. I cannot hide away and allow Icarus to tear the world asunder for his own childish fantasies. Lycaon's words catch in his throat. He knows the Argonaut is right, as much as he hates to agree. What would you have me tell the crew? We will remind Lycaon about the heart of the Argo. Its people. See 146. The Argonaut turns to face their old friend, offering a warm smile. We'll endure somehow, they announce boldly. We're the crew of the Argo. Together, we've survived so much, defeated countless foes, all through our own strength and unity. Never forget the wonders that mortals can achieve when they share a common purpose. Whatever happens, make sure that people never lose sight of just how strong they can be, with or without this ship. I'll tell them, he swears. They'll remember the lessons you taught, and the greatness they can achieve together. This I promise. Lycaon stays at the prow of the vast ship, watching with straining eyes as a lumbering figure of the last Titan disembarks on the Argo and begins the long trek across the icy plains. Eventually, the towering figure vanishes into the beaming brilliance, lost to all vision as the march to meet their fate, the last of the Argonauts, is gone. Mark S4, C 147. Crisp sunlight falls upon Delphi. Below, the impossible wastes of the Black Vein Glacier spread out as far as the eye can see. A mountain of iron and steel protrudes from the hoarfrost as it defiance fire. The last Argonaut who went to face the sun descendant has died. The ship that was once the Argo now lies empty, partially submerged in the glacier. Any echoes of life that linger within its gargantuan hull are hauntingly faint. The sea is utterly still, barely a ripple disturbing its surface, save for the bow wave of the Argo, the vast iron vessel powering onwards. Gargantuan icebergs loom out from the fog on all sides, silent monoliths of the twilight epoch. You stand on the Acropolis deck of the city ship, 4 Argonauts facing the unknown together. A cry echoes back from the prow, one of the lookouts shouting a warning as a massive shadow outlined by the rising sun behind it emerges from the murk. A primal fear envelops you as you take in the sleek shape, so familiar, the elegant carvings, the sturdy structure, iron flanks, a veritable city perched on its upper levels, the Argo. It is impossible to guess what sealed its fate. Ice engulfs its massive form, a tide of frozen doom crawling away its length. Half the ship is submerged. The prow casts high into the sky as the stern is lost beneath the waves. This has happened before. You're circling your own destiny like a vulture anxious to learn what it will be when it is turn on the carrion. You send an expedition and it returns with the journal of a man named Lycaon, the Argo's chief physician, describes their grim descent and demise, though it must be said they fought to their last breath. It makes you think, how many Argonauts have you lost along the journey? How many have left to seek their own path? This other Argo made it to Delphi with 4. Commendable, heroic, and not enough. A morose pall falls over the Argo and its crew, a reminder of their own mortality moored off the starboard. An exciting Alcibiades finds you in the mess hall. I have them! Elliptian jet engines. Phoenikos will fly. You said we lost those parts, yes. Before any of you have awakened, the Hemesian pursuer crippled our engines off the coast of Kephallonia. Those were irreplaceable. Realization dawns on you like the first light of morning. Yes, the other Argo. They're moving them now. Phoenikos will soon be ready and heaven-worthy, and you will go to the sun's domain to face Icarus not alone, like your counterpart from a doomed timeline, but as a team, and you will triumph. You owe it to yourself and the people of Delphi. Before you leave, you visit Lycaon, for he is also a member of your crew, although he never stepped up to responsibility like his mirror twin. You leave the journal with him, for it may lift his spirits to know that everyone can make a difference. All 4 Argonauts are restored, while all other changes incurred in this adventure, penalties, blah, 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 remain. Flip the trespassing 4A story side to 4B, where we will proceed to Aeon's End. And here it is, Aeon's End. So we can take flight in our ship up into the sun's domain at any time. Basically, at any point during any story step, we can go fight the final battle. Any point we want. So if we look at our timeline, we have a combat encounter, we have more structural encounters. We could continue to float around and improve our resources, improve our gear. We're not going to do that. We are literally going to fly right now. Right now, we're going to fly all the way up. And that will be the next episode and the final episode. So apologies for missing a little bit of the recording at some point in there, but we will be ready to go for the final battle. We will bring everyone we've got, we'll bring our absolute best, and we will hopefully make it through the final battle. And for that, I look forward to seeing you all then. Big Deno.